Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead, checking for a pulse or a reaction? I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. Ah yes, it's Ina who found her body. And we had plenty of moments with Sakura who was defending Ina. She was defending Ina of what? I can't remember. We had Sakura defending Ina, but for what reason? I can't remember, but we had that. I can't remember. On shaky legs, Ina left the rec room. And I? Why? Why did it have to happen? The door was locked, no? We had to break it down. Yes, we had to break to enter. That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. The door was blocked. Ah, yes, it was not a key, it was blocked from the inside, you're right. I need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone.
What?
Oh yes, you're naming her Ogre. I'm tired of you.
Yes.
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura is being killed. I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means.
Interesting.
Sakura was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Yes, you're all in the room now. Is that what you were going to say?
Huh?
No. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault!
It was one of you! Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, one of you killed Sakura!
What?
You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation? I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her, you hated the sight of her.
I won't forgive
One of you did it, I know it. You know it.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on!
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's
That's
the
right.
Monokuma file! Yeah.
And don't get so mad, Miss Asaina, or you're gonna ruin that little face of yours. Now then, with that,
Hold on. There's something I want to ask you.
Huh?
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Say what?
Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again and
In
then...
other words...
then I killed her. Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me.
Phew.
Which, thank God for that. It saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that. Okay.
Hey,
I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she'd violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her.
well done.
So I don't know who it was, but whoever the Black Hand is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one? Oopsie! Before you get all pissy-putty at me, you better figure out who did it first.
Shing!
Cause I mean, your lives are all on the line, right?
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one?
I won't forgive
I
you.
hate him! I hate this whole thing! Well, I for one am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. Not anymore. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. Byakuya says as always. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. Why my first instinct is to say that it's Ina who did it. When she was Sakura's best friend, in fact, so... Because she found the body... I don't know. And she's one of my least favorite characters. I don't want for her to be the one who killed Sakura. But my first instinct, you know, because she was the one to say when we visited the lab that we had poison here, but they all saw it as well. She was the one interested by proteins, so she could have known how to poison, you know, Sakura's protein, because again, I think that it's how she died. I don't know. Ina? I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay, then Ina is guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
What?
Me? You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on! Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is... Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene.
Huh?
Huh?
It's your fault!
One of you killed Sakura! Why are you not accusing me and Kyoko?
I won't forgive you.
I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear now.
I won't ask you to let all of us in, just let me.
What?
You don't really care, do you? Your boss useless anyway.
Yep.
Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you, Hiro, do you really object? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
Then it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing is decided. Ina or Byakuya? Byakuya is the kind of coward who would poison someone, you know. Nothing is decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Ina, but you should agree to his request. But
Hey,
we have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
Listen,
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone, keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
listen to me.
all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's a kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. Okay, let me investigate this crime scene, please. Okay, cool. Thank you. I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. Okay. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. Ah, so it's not the poison. I really thought that it was the poison. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Ah, okay, so poison! A blow in the head and vomiting. Wait. Already I can see blood and vomit. Ah, you can't see the blood, but you can see the vomit under my camera, but there is blood in front of the magazines. I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that?
So...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with the chair from inside the rec room, which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
In other words...
This is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life and right before our very eyes like this?
Hey,
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations, but right there it was a piece of furniture, no? Which was blocking it. So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed.
In other words...
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that. But if I'm right about the poison, the killer didn't need to be inside. And maybe Sakura herself blocked herself inside. I think that it's that. First theory, I think that someone hit her in the head. That's why we have the blood in front of the magazine stuff. That someone managed to hide the fact that that person did it themselves and said that it was a killer. That person said to Sakura, stay there, I'm gonna warn everyone and lock yourself inside of the room so the killer is not gonna come back to kill you. So Sakura, she blocked herself inside of the room, but she drank something which was poisoned, and then she truly died. Do you understand my logic? I think that Sakura, she blocked the door herself and then she died. Someone hit her in the head. Yes! I think that someone hit her in the head, the killer, but that killer acted like that person was a friend of Sakura and said to Sakura, I'm gonna warn everyone that someone just tried to kill you. That person got out of the rec room and said to Sakura, you're into a bad shape, lock yourself in, so the killer is not gonna come back for you. That's what Sakura she did, but she poisoned herself after that, drinking her usual shake of protein or I don't know what, and then she died. I listened to Kyoko before I make theory. Yes, I didn't finish to listen to Kyoko, but I have the right to make theories without Kyoko also. You push a switch and it fires an handgun, you shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
However...
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the skull, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Okay.
It's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. No, that didn't happen. What do you mean by that?
In other words...
They stay hidden, and when the door is opened, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible, maybe.
It's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. What a locked
In
room.
other words,
By that, I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see, this is a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked rooms mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then Kyoko, which of those 4 choices seems the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But you didn't say my possibilities, the theory that I just said. But right now I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figured that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. I wonder if there is enough blood around that the head damage could have been fatal. We're gonna see that, but I don't think so, me. It's definitely a tough mystery. Me, I want to see if we have a protein shaker somewhere. If we have a protein shaker somewhere, I'll go totally with my theory. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can for Sakura, if nothing else. Okay. Let me investigate. Right there, it's vomit. Ah no! Shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. Shards of glass? What was used on her head? Ah! Red! Like the bottles, like the Monokuma bottles that we had into the red room. These are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Yes, I know what kind of bottle. I know. There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Yes, because it's coming from there. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Wrapper. That's... Do you recognize it, Ina?
Well...
Yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Ah! So, not a poisoned protein, a poisoned candy? Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me. See? It was that! I remember when we had Sakura mad, she wanted to protect Ina, it was because of that. I didn't remember it. So after we left the nurse office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it. Big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. Oh! Maybe the person wanted to kill you, not to kill Sakura. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much?
'Cause, I mean...
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they've lost all their flavor. No. Can I check that box? Can we test this candy? Right there, you can see the blood now. You as well. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, alright? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Because for me, it was not a fatal... It's not with that blood that she lost right there that she died. But the glass... The fact that the glass is there, for my logic, the glass should be here. You know, in front of the magazine shelf as well. Sakura drew her last breath, sitting slumped forward in this chair. Yes! Eating her candy, I think. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that that's what killed her. No. But according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. Ah, Ah, so we don't have the vomits of blood. Where is the vomit of blood? Ah, oh, in front of the magazine shelf, it's the vomit of blood, maybe, in fact? I don't understand. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma specialist said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. She vomited blood because she got poisoned. Apparently with the candy, not with proteins. Oh, so maybe I should change the title of this stream. Maybe her getting it on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? No. I guess we can ignore the glass, it's just a distraction. No, because you'll see, I know where it's coming from. Not a chance. Byakuya?
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yeah, most interesting. Don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Yes, yes, yes. Look. These are the bottles. The glass, you know, the glass thing, it's coming from these bottles. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how did they get those figures inside the bottles? You're not gonna make the connection with the fact that it's that bottle which was used on Sakura's head?
So...
It's no different from your standard shape in the bottle. Huh? You know where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other words...
So this is the Monokuma version of that, a Monokuma bottle if you will. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. No, apparently the protein shaker is not there. So that's why now I think that it might be a poisoned candy in fact. But if it's the case, it means that Sakura, she got that poisoned candy by mistake. Because that poisoned candy was more for Ina at the beginning. Or maybe Ina poisoned it herself? The bonbon. Yes, the bonbon. Ah, fuck. No, that's it. I already... No. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. So shards of glass which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? Yes! Yes! So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. One of the weapons! One of them. One of them, it doesn't mean all of them. But if she got... What I'm a little surprised by is the fact that if she got... You know, it in the head here... You know where we can find glass? Why do we have blood here? Because even if she ate that poisoned candy, the wrapper, you know, the piece of paper is here, so she ate it here. So that it can be the blood vomit as well. The blood vomit should be here. If she got it into the head and she had blood, it should be here. I don't understand the fact that the blood is here. It's that I miss. Why the blood is here? It doesn't make sense for me. Do I need to check all of the things again? Okay, the shelf of magazines. Can you talk with Ina?
What the heck?
We already know who did it. Byakuya, Toko or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all 3 of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. How do you know that? What? After I went to the nurse office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me she said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. Why she would do that? It's pretty convenient, no? Like, you three suspects, there are the three people she asked to see during the night. By noon, the Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. We just have to ask the three other ones if it's right. And I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. About what? And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her by force even, this never would have happened. Ina. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, that is so suspicious. And she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Yep. First, I just remembered it. The fact that it's opened, that's weird. I think that the killer maybe was hiding inside and got Sakura. Thanks to that. Maybe that person waited for Sakura to be here. So that person got out of the locker room, took the bottle and shla on Sakura's head. Shra. No? It's opened! It's weird that it's opened. The locker is open and there on the inside. It's an handprint. Oh cool! That's an evidence.
Why?
What's an handprint doing here? Looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and it left an handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was opened, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group? You would have seen it! You're only 6! Come on, you're not that stupid that you can't see someone getting out of the locker. And no, for what I remember when we saw Sakura all by herself inside of the rec room, the locker was already opened because I mentioned it. I remember that I mentioned it.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Why not?
Hey.
Think back, before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Yes. And see, I said it, I mentioned it, that the locker was already open at that point. I have a good memory for that kind of stuff. Is there nothing left of the bonbon? The paper, only the paper. Maybe they had to finish her off with the bottle because she threw up the poison? I don't know. But why the paper of the candy would be here in front of her and not in front of the magazine shelf if we think, you know, that the blood it's what she vomited? I'm really bothered by that blood thing. Why is it in front of the magazine shelf? I don't understand that.
Indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then what does this handprint mean? That the killer was inside and attacked Sakura from behind, you know, getting out of it. Surprised her. Okay. What do you think, Kyoko?
However...
But for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
It's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? By surprising her from behind and by poisoning her, like really two coward things to do. I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
They would have needed too if they expected to stand any chance against her. Okay, that's why the locker. Ah! Ah! The protein shaker! The protein shaker! So maybe I was right, and I was right to not change the title. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room. That's the poison thing. So maybe it's not the candy, it's really the protein shaker which was poisoned. Ah, cool. There's some kind
So...
It looks like a protein drink and it's empty. Sakura must have drunk it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of aliments.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem lab had all kinds of Earth stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. What is?
Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath it. Ah! That's interesting. How can it be? Why does that matter? It matters! Makoto! Connect your brain! How can it be? It means that the protein shaker fall on the glass. Something was already broken before and the protein shaker fall on it.
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it will become an important clue later on. An important clue? I'm not sure I see how. Okay, Byakuya, what do you have to say?
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true? I did receive a note to that effect. How do you know that it's Sakura who sent it? It could have been someone else. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? I think so. He's a fucking coward. He wouldn't take that risk. Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as a fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Okay, I check the room. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. So why did you have so many issues to open it, if it's the case? The protein shaker was put... The protein shaker maybe was put on the lock, so it was blocked, you couldn't move the thing. Do you understand what I mean? Maybe if you're putting the protein shaker between the door and the... I don't know the word in English for it. Maybe, you know, it's the right size to put it, so it's gonna block the thing and you can't move the thing anymore. The lever. Do you understand what I mean? I think that the protein shaker was put between the lever and the door, so you couldn't open the door. Because we still need an explanation why they couldn't enter. So maybe the protein shaker was used for that, in fact. I'm thinking, does it mean that it was poisoned or not? I don't know. I thought so too, but being on top of the glass from the window cannot make sense. It's not making sense that it's on top of the glass. I don't know. The only notable change to the door is a smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Okay. Did I check everything that I needed to check? I don't think so. If it would be the case, the game would have told me so, I think. The chair? You want me to check the chair? The chair was shoved against the doorknob. Ah bah! So we couldn't get the door open. Ah but now you're telling me that it was a chair since the beginning. Oh but that's it. Now they're telling me that it was a chair since the beginning. It was a chair. We told you. Ah yes, a little earlier. I didn't read your message. I'm sorry. So it doesn't explain the fact that the protein shaker was right there. And no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. Maybe the checker was on the chair and fell off when they moved it. But it wouldn't explain the fact that... Ah, yes, it would explain that it fell, in fact, on the glass. Okay, it would explain it. Okay. Zillion, you're right. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Sakura created the locked door. She wanted to protect herself. But she died before that. Okay.
Listen.
Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then
you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right, I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people and I need to hear what they have to say. Okay, are we sure that I'm finished with that place? The hour? Why do you want me to check the hour? It's around 1 o'clock right now. According to the Monokuma files, Sakura died around 12 noon. So roughly 1 hour ago. Ah, not so long ago! And remember that it's Ina who found the body. We need to know where they were, all of them. Was that when Kyoko and I were moving alter ego? Again? No, that's it. I checked everything. Okay. Those other 2 probably went back to their rooms. Okay. So Toko and Hiro, Kyoko, Taka, Mi Mondo, Byakuya Sayaka, Junko, Toko. Ah, Toko. Let's begin with the crazy lady. I pressed the doorbell, and after a few seconds... Ah, you're back yourself. Who's there? Ah, the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something? I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
What?
what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said two, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? I think so. Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. That's why I'm beginning to think that maybe Sakura didn't write these notes. But if I'm right about that, it means that it's Ina the killer. Because Ina was the one to warn us about these meetings, these notes, all that. That good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quietly retreated into her room. Okay. Hiro, Celeste Shiro, Sakura Aoi, Leon, Hiro. Press the doorbell, and after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Did you need something? Yeah, actually I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How do you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself? Ah, that's important, that's interesting. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. So she did send you the notes, she organized all of these meetings. Okay, cool. When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
When she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? A note?
How about that?
She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like, in passing. Okay. And gotta be honest, this is suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong!
No way! I totally didn't! Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious. So suspicious, but I'm not suspecting him. I'm finding suspicious that no one went to that meeting, but she got killed during that meeting in which no one went.
Actually...
The last time I saw Ogre was when Ina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
Don't look at me!
I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on!
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. The kanji.
Huh? What?
Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on!
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. You want to meet her with Ina. Ina was at that meeting with Ogre and you. She brought candies. She offered you and Sakura a candy. The candy was not poisoned. It's really the protein shaker which was poisoned, I think. But I think that you met the three of you, Hiro, Ina, and Sakura, and Ina gave you that candy. No? So well, if you'll excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. Totally. I still suspect that they finished her off with the bottle. But how can she lock herself inside? You're not explaining how she managed to be locked inside. She threw up the poison. It made her bleed, so it must have been strong stuff. But after it was out of the system, she may survive, so just to make sure, they hit her with the bottle. Okay, I understand your logic, but it's not explaining how it was locked from the inside. The door was locked after she was dead. Her killer locked it. No! Her killer put the chair in front of the door and then managed to get out. Except if truly we have a secret room, a secret passage. If not, I can't see the solution for that. Yes, you're totally going for the secret passage. Okay, we're gonna have to go for the chem lab first. Chem lab first, and then we're gonna go back to the crime scene to check if we have a secret passage. Who did it is another question. I have no clue yet. Everything is pointing to Ina, but this game is a master of the red image. I'm totally with you for that, Ezilian. So that's why now I'm only trying to respond to the questions. What killed her? The poisoning or the thing on the head? In which order did it happen? The thing on the head first and then the poison, or the poison and then the thing on the head? And the first question is how the killer managed to lock the room. For me, that it's Sakura who locked herself inside. Meaning for me that she was not dead when it got locked, because she locked herself in, and it's the poison who finished her, meaning that in the order it's it, then poison. But I still don't know truly how it happened, like, I still have my doubts about stuff, you know. We have stuff on the floor. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand. Okay, wow, we have someone who worked on that. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should really take a closer look at it. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf, okay. More important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? It's a powder? I have to be careful not to step in it. The killer did. Okay, that's a poison. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? Looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. It was Chem A2, no? On the protein thing, no? Can't remember. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point this room wasn't like this. And this powder must have been spilled.
So in other words...
That's right. I could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Okay. These are footprints. And they're in front of the left shelf. I want to check everyone's shoes now. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an unsufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay. So I got to work and before long I drawn up a sketch of the room. So how is this? Not bad for you, I mean. For me?
I see.
So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. Okay, the A1, but after the poison got in front of everything. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do and then left. And didn't see the poison on the floor? That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
You're stupid, I think. These footprints must be...
It's certainly
Makoto,
possible.
are they yours? Huh? No.
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see, your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately? But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. And these prints are a really valuable clue. Okay. What is in each of them? Let's see, what's on this chart? Ah! This one is the protein, so the protein shaker of Sakura is coming from that one. These are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. Yes, it's A2, for what I remember. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section A. But wait. There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Could have someone have put it here on accident. On this shelf, a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They are reagents. Put it simply, they are used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kinda harsh?
What?
What, you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter, right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number, so I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. Okay, and the number C. One look, and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section C. I should try to find out more about this shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections, but I just said it! Section A as dietary supplements, Section B as reagents, and Section C as lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me is that in Section A there was a bottle with a label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there. Okay. Did I check everything that I needed to check? Not the powder itself. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I'd better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder, okay. There are also the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was there. Okay. We already said all of that. Okay, but it was not registered. Okay, at least it's registered now. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Yep. Let's do that, Makoto. Do you have something else to say, you? Something
I
nicer?
see.
Makoto, I admit you have a good eye for spotting useful clues. But you also need to learn how to make use of those clues. Okay, useless as hell. Let's go back into the rec room, which is on another level. The 3rd level.
Hey,
So Makoto, how is your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro told me.
I see.
So along with Byakuya, there's boss claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient, someone must be lying. Hiro, I think. For the candy that we found, someone is lying.
Anyway,
Well, I made some progress on my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. We guessed that! These 3 things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time. Ah. Okay. The blood is Sakura, but the strange is true. Why is it too far away from where she died? Ah, but it was not that you wanted to check? For me to check? Clue. Ah! This magazine is upside down. Huh? The magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is... Toko? It's written Toko with blood? On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold, bloody letters. And it said Toko. Is it not too easy? Now we're gonna accuse Toko? Could this be a dying message?
correct.
Then it would appear you found it. You know, when Sayaka did it the first time, we were like, ah, that's it. She said that it was Leon. When Ifumi died and said that it was... I can't remember who he accused. Hiro? We said, no, it can't be. It's not Yasuhiro. Come on. And now we have another time someone accusing someone else. I don't know. Kyoko, is this?
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. The dead or the killer? The victim, you know, or the killer? Dying message.
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking. Is that? That says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. What the heck? And she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I won't forgive
It's
you.
settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Same, Makoto. The killer could have wrote it. She told me also to look back the bottles. I think Yoko said she found a new clue, okay. Something new. It's maybe the chest, the chess pieces right there.
Hey,
So did you figure it out? There's an hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. Correlation. Hey Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
so...
I don't mind guiding you towards the clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer? I do trust you to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. For me, it's the fact that it's a different kind of chess piece. No?
Hey,
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? Experiment?
anyway,
I think there is a second bottle missing. Ah, you think? What were the pieces? Oh fuck, maybe she was right. What were the pieces? We had... Did we have the queen, the king, the tower, the... I don't know the name in English. Le fou? The crazy? The fool? Did we have the cavalry? All of that? Maybe we miss one, you're right. The bishop? Maybe you're right, we miss one because of that. I mean, we missed two. The one which was destroyed was there and another one. Can you gather all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
that doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
So then,
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. Oh, already she's leaving me with a puzzle. Okay, look. We have the little ones. We have the tower. We have the fool. We have the queen. So we miss... In fact, you're right. Maybe we miss two bottles because we miss the cavalry and we miss the king. We miss two. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I'd better just do it. For her, you're gonna find all of the pieces of two bottles, meaning that one Monokuma with one chess piece is missing, and maybe the killer has it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. Okay, let's move on. And just as I finished up... Sorry to keep you waiting.
so then,
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiments are we doing?
in other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We are going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected and one of the Monokuma battles that's still intact. That's a good idea. Why do you want to do that? To prove that it's heavier. That's the point of the experiment. It will make sense when we're done.
listen.
First, let's compare the weight of two of the normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced,
In other words,
which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same, which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same and nothing else could really affect the weight.
so then,
Now here comes the important part. Put all of the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? A balance still. Normal assumption would be either they're balanced out or the pieces collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
so then,
Okay, then let's give it a try. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier because it's two bottles. And right there it's the horse, the knight. So we miss the king. We miss the king figure. How is that possible? Meaning that the killer took the king figure with them?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles put it all together,
hey,
and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. Okay, so... We have one chess thing missing. Do we know if one of them was really into chess games?
Why?
Ah,
It's true.
I thought that it was another clue. The one missing again.
Hey,
Okay, I don't want to have everything back again.
indeed.
Ina! Her shoes! Ina's shoes! No? Ina's shoes, don't they look a little yellow to you? Ina's shoes? They look a little yellow to me. Okay, mommy, talk with her.
You.
Toko is a killer, I'm sure of it. That magazine proved it. We've got the killer cornered. Okay. You wanted me to check something else? No? Another clue? I gave that to Sakura. She got super upset when she found out. Okay. Nothing more. Didn't you tell me 3 things, you? I can't remember. The protein shake. Ah, see, it was A2. It was truly A2.
So,
Okay, nothing new about it.
Hey.
Nothing new.
correct. So,
She told me to check something else again, Kyoko. I can't remember what it was. Ah, right there, on her body.
just a second.
Staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Yeah, I know, but
Hey,
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
whew.
There's no getting around it. And like me, Kyoko didn't recall at the thought of touching a dead body, she was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you?
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past? Huh? What? Sorry, never mind. Yes, I mind! I care. Oh, but the girl is saying that she touched a lot of dead bodies and we're not gonna talk about it again.
hey,
More importantly, look here. Her shoes! So her shoes, see? Her shoes. But I don't understand. Sakura, she got a protein shaker after someone who broke the poison powder? Shoes?
correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep? It really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1.
Hey,
Next is a wound to her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head, so with 2 bottles. 2 blows.
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. But it would mean that Sakura... really, she went into that room without turning the light on, because it would mean that she didn't see the powder on the floor and she didn't see that she was taking the poison inside of that section. She really went blind, blind way inside of that room to take her protein shaker. For me, it doesn't make sense that it's Sakura who worked on that powder. But if it's the case, it means that she took herself that poison instead of her usual protein thing. Meaning that in fact she killed herself. The poison killed her at the end. For me, she killed herself. Yes, it was a lot of powder on the floor. How didn't she see it? And she's used to get proteins, so she would see that it's the wrong bottle. If Makoto saw it, a girl like Sakura who is so used to proteins, she would see that it's the wrong label. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. And she told you also that she saw a lot of dead bodies into her life. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Ah, the trail? Me, I'm not ready. I'm not suspecting anyone already.
Whoops, you caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right?
It's the first class trial in which I go without having a suspect for sure. And it's the first trial without having also a theory for sure. I have my theory that it's the protein shaker which was poisoned. I have my theory that the locked room, Sakura locked herself inside of that room. I have my theory that it was it and then poisoned. It's 2 bottles which was used to eat her. But I don't know about the blood. I don't know about who was into the locker. Are we sure that it's the same person who killed her? I'm sure about Hiro who met with Sakura and Ina during that moment. So for me, it's Hiro or Ina.
Please go through the red...
Hiro or Ina. It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. No, that one I solved it myself. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen out the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Let's go. She was stronger than anyone I know, and yet someone killed her. And that person is here. That person is one of us. Let's go. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way towards the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our still prison in total silence. We watched the door close and felt it begin its sinister descent. We are just 6 now. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clanking sounds. And when we're gonna get out, we're gonna be only 5. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Blue? Ah no, we're back with red. Oh, it's Egyptian! It's an Egyptian look now for this room. Okay. Hey! Let's go for the trail! Will the class trial end with one less classmate again, or will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats.
Okay, let's go, guys! A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly face, a deadly class trial. The skills. Do I have new skills? Cool and composed. Steadies you aim a little. Effective during the non-stop debates and the Hangsman's Gambit. Ah, steadies your aim a little. Ah, why not? Cost 2. Great. Oh, I missed so many skills. These skills, you know, remember that I have them by talking with people. Apparently, I didn't talk with enough people. Okay, good enough.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
We're not sure of that, Ina.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Ina seems really sure that one of those three is a killer. I'm not sure. But she must have some reason for believing that. Ah, already? With what? Aoi's account. Meaning Ina... about the message.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
Can I... where is the thing? No, fuck. Where can I check? I can't remember where... Ah, right there. His account, it's what? I can't remember. Right there. Sakura had written notes to Toko via Kuya. She had slid this... Yes, it's really about the notes. But the notes are not... That fact is not contradicting something that they said. I don't understand. I knew that it was about these notes, but it's not contradicting anything.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
No, it was not that, because really...
Shoot!
Okay, I lost one heart.
It was
So
one
it's
of
the
you.
final one. How
One
do
of
I
you killed-
accelerate?
What reason
Ah, like
do
that.
Because you hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low.
Ah, I missed it!
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low.
Ah!
That's about as low as you can get.
Ah, I'm missing it each time! How can I get it? Ah, or maybe do I need to change the bullets? Is it one of those things where I have to change the bullet? You can destroy the pink words. I can destroy the pink words? How can I do that? How can I destroy the pink words? But no, I have to avoid them. Right click, I think. But they never taught me how to destroy them, did they?
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's
Ah!
low. That's about as low
I'm
as
tired!
Yet.
I'm tired! I'm tired! I can't
It
get
was
it
one of
soon
you.
enough!
One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you...
Because you all had a you hated her.
I need
Is
to
that
learn
it?
how to do
That
that
doesn't make
quickly.
any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
I can't get it faster than that!
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low.
Ah!
That's about as low as you can.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's
No!
low.
See, I need
That's
to
about as
destroy the
low
two
as you
things!
Yet.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
No, that's wrong.
Finally!
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
But it's not really a contradiction that you're just encouraging her here.
Yeah. And that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I can't disagree with Ina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Then does that mean one of them did it? What now? Pocket trash. Hiro? You want me to put that on Hiro?
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
No, that's wrong. Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's...
You didn't know about it, Ina? I thought that you gave it to him.
Ever since we got
That
into the
candy?
warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no
okay.
way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
I thought that it was Hiro, Ina, and Sakura who met.
Well,
And
I
maybe
mean...
it was just the two of you.
Yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was... when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
Hiro, you're so suspicious! But what Hiro said can't be right. Because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is, when Sakura got that candy, Hiro got the candy from Ina. Sakura loved candy too much to share. But when Sakura got the
I
candy,
got it! I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was...
you met her during the night, but I'm not sure that you killed her.
Oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me.
I think that I do believe you.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
More hostility.
Toko?
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Huh? Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
Huh? What would a shining message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right?
But we can't have the
It
proof
was
that
her
she did it.
dying message.
Ah,
Just
wait!
like what
How do
guys
you
were
know?
talking about with Sayaka.
How do you know? How do you know?
That's true. I saw it for myself.
But you were not in the room, I wrote when we discovered it. It was Kyoko, Ina, and me. How do you know?
See? See? Toko did it.
How do you know?
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Thank you, Kyoko.
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body.
No.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Is it that stupid that he just said that he killed her? Hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message, it was on the magazine above. Huh? On the... Wait. Wait! Ah! Wait. I made a pause because in fact I didn't finish my sentence that I began earlier. In fact, that class trial, I have the impression that we already know that it's Hiro, but all of the class trial it's gonna be to determine how he did it. But the fact that he could be that stupid to say that he did, but he could be that clever to hide that he did it, do you understand what I mean? To hide the evidence about it, I'm confused by the logic of that class trial. Do you understand what I mean? I'm a little confused. Okay, I need to read again the thing because I didn't pay attention to it enough. When Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was on the magazine shelf.
Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense!
There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case, that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. What? Magazine dying message.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
For me, it's the first one. We need to... He said he saw the dying message when he first found the body. But at the time, where was the magazine?
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Ah! For sure, I'm gonna eat
I can tell you when
the
I found the
things.
dying message.
It was only after I found the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I'm wondering if I have to change the bullets or if I need to use that one.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message.
Things.
When Ogre's body was discovered.
Ah. So maybe I need to change the bullets. Don't you think that I need to change the bullets right there?
Shoot!
There must be a contradiction in here somewhere. Can you ask Hiro somehow if the magazine was upside down? No, I can't. I think that maybe I need to change the bullets right there. Because for the... where is... Yes, it's just about the message being written on it, so I don't see how this is contradicting another thing that they are saying. Hiro is only talking once, so I'm not gonna contradict Kyoko. I think that I need to transform the bullet into something that Kyoko is saying and to target what Hiro is saying with it. Maybe.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem?
Yes, he couldn't discover it
sense.
during the body discovery because it was on the magazine shelf. So now I can use that on him.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
I can tell you when I found the dying.
It was only
After the I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
That's it!
No, that's wrong.
I needed to change the bullet!
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on! You're focusing on the wrong part! Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is! Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Like, can we be sure that she wrote the message that she left you all for that meeting? Ah yes, because she said so to Hiro. But also to Ina. Ina and Hiro are confirming the meeting with the 3 people in the rec room. Okay, so that's great. So maybe we can Toko write in with the message that she left them.
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%!
Stop
without
calling
a doubt,
her
She
Ogre.
wrote it! And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Without a doubt? No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Ah? How do you know it? The moment of truth? Ah! No! I can't remember!
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest.
I'm so doing that, you know, like, without
I'm at
really...
least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
I don't know what I do.
The end is nigh.
No, I didn't know what I was doing. Reload. Oh no! How do I reload? I forgot. How do I reload? Oh no, I forgot. How do I reload? Yes.
I refuse to give up yet.
How do I reload? It's R, no? How do I have... wait. I just need the rule. Right there, the rule. Controls. Left shift. Reload, it's tab key. Okay, tab key. Tab. Okay.
I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right.
I don't know what I do. Like, really, I don't know what I do. This game, it's always, for me, like...
The end is nigh.
Am I
I'm at
even
least
getting
30%
him a
right.
little?
The occult is bullcrap.
I don't know what I do with this game. It's amazing and so weird. Like, I don't know how did I win the first time when truly I don't know what I do during this thing.
Is this really... I refuse to give up.
Yes, I know that, but at the same time, I'm not doing it. Little secret, I swear. I know what I'm supposed to do, but I don't know how to do it. My brain is not functioning.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give
Do
it
I
a
touch
rest.
him just even a little? In fact, like, I'm not even sure.
I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
Ah! You can't hit him when he's using that. Huh? I can't do what when he's doing what? He's using his negative bar. You can't hit him when he's using that. No, I can. Just it's harder for me to get the combo. To hit the thing. But I can get him no matter what. Fever time? Press the space key to activate fever time. Oh boy, I totally forgot about that. Which will consume the focus charge. During fever time, we will not be required to reload and the temple will be forced to maximum. Ah! Ah, so maybe in fact during the negative time I would use my fever time. Negatime. During the battle, your enemy may active negatime. When this happens, the tempo marker will disappear, making it more difficult to match the timing, but not impossible. During his negatime, I need to go fever time. Okay, let's try that.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
I just understood something.
The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
Ah, I don't know what to do. Maybe I need to read again all of the rules. As you continue to match the rhythm, you will have the chance to lock on to the enemy's statement. At this point, press the right mouse button to lock on. Once you're locked onto a statement, press the left mouse button to destroy it and deal damage to the enemy. When am I... You will have to press buttons in the rhythm. I just understood. Wait, did I just not understand?
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right.
I need to go fever time, in fact, at the beginning.
The end is nigh. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. The end is nigh. Can't hear you, can't hear you. Show me the proof.
Ah, I need to go fever each
Show me
time.
the proof.
This should prove it.
I need to go fever each time. That's the only way for me to win. Remember to go fever each time. Fever, 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 fever.
Message.
Ah! We're on the same page for that. Yes, we are losing an art each time that one statement explodes. Yes, yes, yes. I think that since the beginning of this entire game, we didn't read the instructions of that bullet time moment, you know. Me, I just understood something, and you just understood something as well.
Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. Both of her hands were completely free of blood.
True. True.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
The killer.
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Oh, okay, confession.
Ah! He admits it!
That doesn't mean he's a killer.
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
Huh? You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh, sure, thanks.
And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
One and the locker is locked. Someone was inside. The real killer was inside of the locker when you did that. And that someone saw an opportunity.
I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening.
So it explains why we have glass here for one bottle.
Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
On the table! On the table!
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
He didn't do it.
Well,
he didn't kill her.
That's what
He
happened.
tried, but he didn't kill
Go
her.
ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy.
No, he didn't kill her.
It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura.
He
We're
didn't
ready
do
to
it.
vote now, right? We know who did it.
It's not him.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain.
The magazine, the locker, the second bottle, how he closed the door.
And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
So what is it that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? What he would have had to do after writing the message? Why the magazine was hidden? Why didn't use Sakura's finger? Why he picked Toko? The magazine...
I got it! That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
Huh?
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Because the person who hid it here didn't know about the message.
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
Oh, Toko, you're defending... You're accusing him a lot, Toko. Toko is weird, huh?
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In
Hero
other
killer.
words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
In the locker.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Toko? Someone who wouldn't like what was only one shot, Byakuya, Toko, Kyoko, Toko.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it.
You went, but you didn't kill her. You saw your name, you didn't appreciate it, so you... No! She's falling out when she's seeing blood. She's not vomiting. It's not her, the blood in front of the magazine shelf. You know, we have blood in front of the magazine shelf, but she's not vomiting blood when it's happening. Well, I don't know.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you thought you did, but you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
It's gonna be time for me to play?
What do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer. And I have to prove that. The two bottles? The status of Sakura's body.
I didn't want to, but
Yes, this one.
I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
No? Oh, sorry, I want. Oh, in fact, I have just 1 heart and a half.
Shoot!
I'm just gonna have. Oh, fuck! I need to
I
be
didn't
careful.
want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once, is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered, and she went limp.
I missed it.
See? Isn't it obvious?
It was proved that it was
Hiro
twice,
really
right?
is the killer!
It was proved that it was twice.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a
But
Monokuma
is it
bottle from the shelf
Kyoko
nearby,
examination summary, in
and I
fact,
hit Ogre
which is
from
better?
behind before she could do anything.
Or Sakura's status
You
body?
hit her from behind. And you only hit her once, is that right?
Yeah, just once.
Ah! So maybe it was the only one. It was Kyoko examination. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Blah 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 blah. I failed. I want to retry. So it's Kyoko examination summary. It means more.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once, is that right?
Yeah, just once.
Okay, it was that one.
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Still there, guys? I didn't have message from you since the bullet moment the battle. I'm just checking if you are still there, enjoying the trial. Okay, cool.
2?
Okay, cool.
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
Not as an hobby, like, it was not the first time that she did it,
But
she said
I
earlier.
only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
The real killer in the locker.
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles
weight.
themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle.
Toko is defending herself, you're right, but maybe just like Hiro, in fact. Maybe just like Hiro, she thinks that she killed Sakura, or that she did something wrong and she shouldn't say that she was present, but maybe she's not the killer. Remember the poison! It's the poison for me, the real killing objects, you know.
But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
The correlation between the Monokuma bottles, I feel like it's starting to become clear. What connection must be is the object that the Monokuma figure inside each bottle is holding. Ah! Ah! Oh fuck. Chess! Chess what? Chess piece. Chess piece.
Now I understand.
The horse
it.
was the one
The
that
chess
we
pieces.
found on the floor. We missed the king. For me.
Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn.
Ah, it's the queen who disappeared or the king? For me it was the king, but I don't know a lot about chess.
What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook,
Okay, so it's the queen
bishop,
which
and
is
pawn.
missing.
Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
Ina connecting her 2 neurons.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while 1 apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
You took that piece.
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case.
You tried to kill her, but you didn't
That
do it
bottle
like
could have
Hiro.
disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Nox, stop.
Think about what state the missing
don't
bottle
believe you.
must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
But then the bottle that was missing... It was broken, it was excited, it was completely intact. It was broken?
I got it! The bottle must have been broken,
What makes you so sure?
because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just 1 broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
The weight. It wasn't just a single broken bottle, and the evidence that proves that is. Yoko and I figured it out before. Up. What the?
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is... there was actually more than 1 bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime.
But we miss a chess piece.
But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind
I'm
a
pretty sure
few
that she
too
has
many
it inside
pieces,
of her pockets right now.
which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by Sakura's first attacker, some bowling aficionados, Sakura's second attacker.
I got it! The bottle that
The
was
bullying
removed from the scene
aficionados,
was
like, really?
used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but...
This case more guessing game than investigation. Yes and no, because in fact, what I didn't think of is the fact that they all said that they didn't go. We guessed that Hiro was lying, but in fact she was also lying. They all went into the rec room. I mean, Toko, Hiro, and they thought that they killed her, but in fact no. We have one person left, it's Byakuya. Did Byakuya go and also lied about it and in fact is the real killer, the one with the poison? Or it's Ina? We're gonna be left with only them no matter what, because we're only 6 students right now.
But
And it's
there's
not
no
Kyoko and
evidence
me.
I had anything to do with it!
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
No, like you, she thought that she did.
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
That's why you loved so much that idea.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
Entering into the locker? You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room.
But she didn't see her.
I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in.
The fact that he is saying that, you know, like, oh, suddenly I remember that. I don't know if it's I have to blame the game for that or just the guy is so stupid that he just remembers that big information just now.
But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
In the locker.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
I'm with Byakuya for that for once.
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
The locker.
I'm
the
sure
locker.
she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Whoa. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
No, it's not ridiculous at all. And it proved that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room. And I have it, she left it there for anyone to find. New element had been added to bullet time battles. Would you like to hear more? Bah yes! So far you've probably been pressing the left mouse button during your final strike without a second thought. But from now on, you're gonna have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. I'm gonna have another bullet time shooting moment, but with Toko this time? Oh no. Mais no, mais no, mais no! Fever, 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 fever. All fever and I can have it. All fever, directly fever tempo. Now you have to choose the proper choose bullet to use during your coup de grâce. Also during that moment! You're selected the same ways as during the non-stop debate, simply pressing the Q key. No, use the mouse wheel. Ah, okay, mouse wheel. I'm gonna go for the mouse wheel because I have another T, so I don't have the same Q than you. I'm not gonna search for it. So, like the debate, if your logic difficulty is set to K, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. But for educational purposes, we're going to pretend you're set to mean regardless, just this once, okay? Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Ah! Go you. I'm just half through the game. Just now. Okay? Well then, good luck and have fun. It's episode 7, you know. It means that we have at least 6 more sessions on the game. Oh no, mais no, fever. Laura, fever, don't forget to reload, fever.
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie!
Which one?
That's enough!
I don't know, there is a locker! This one!
This should prove it.
I panicked a
Did you
little.
know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker?
First time I did it! Last bullet moment thing, I did it the 5th time, right there, first time! I finally understood that part of the game!
They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Oh, if Master is saying so?
Okay, it's my handprint.
Just because Master is saying so.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura!
Ina, you're so prompt to accuse them each time. Because you're like them, you would prefer for one of the other ones to be the killer than yourself.
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
Yeah.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on, so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yep.
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
Yeah.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
She was waking up. No?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura covered in blood and staring right at me.
It explains the shelf, the fact that the magazine shelf, we found blood here.
When I saw all that blood, I fainted. Right there in
Okay,
front
you
of the magazines.
fainted that.
I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Okay. Her, you mean? Genocide. Guess who's back? Back again. No.
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories, so I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see...
Sakura.
Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible.
Nah, stop.
No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Okay.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Cause normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack no problem!
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
Stop calling her like that. So that's good. Keep talking like that, and Ina is gonna.
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
No. I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hiro on that one. No, she wants to accuse him because it's easier for her.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote,
No.
right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
Huh?
If it's not her, it's Byakuya, but me, I think that it's her.
Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd. Huh?
There is no poison thing.
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? The one who kills Sakura is... Oh wow! A yellow powder, Kyoko's examination summary, status of Sakura's body?
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
But that is not okay. I mean... She found her in front of the shelf, you know, the magazine shelf, and we found her on the chair. So I was wrong to transform the bullet right there. But I think that...
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me.
Bullets.
I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood.
At
So
the
you
end.
smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed
I
her
need for the end, no?
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
No, that's wrong. We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
That has to be it. The evidence that proved that there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf. The evidence that proves there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf. The blood?
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make
She's
it look
not
like
strong
I did
enough.
it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
No.
But
Ina,
Plus,
Ina, you
the
did
biggest
it.
mystery of all, the locked room.
I suspected
Still
her
has yet to
at the
be
beginning,
explained.
but I'm so sad.
Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
And me, I suspected her because she knows a lot about protein and poison, you know, like the protein part mostly.
oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
Huh. So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
The reason there's no way Toko was hiding in the locker is because I was in the locker was too safe, I saw it for myself.
I got it! Even before we opened
But
the door to the
Sakura
rec room,
went into the
Hina
chem
and I
lab
both
for
got a look
protein
inside.
thing.
and at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then. Where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
She was not there. It's
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much.
Toko was present during all of the explanation of the locked room.
You're lying.
Hina, you did it. You did it.
No, she's not. I've been saying all
Oh,
along,
Sakura
there's
did
still
it
more to this
by
case.
herself.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Could we really be missing something so important? There are another possible explanation. Maybe it's yellow powder, Monokuma file, Aoi's account. Wait, can I?
What?
Ah, no, fuck. Where is it? Ah, right there. Aoi's account, it's what? I can't remember. No, that is the note. Monokuma file, it's about the body. Violent vomiting of blood. So that it can be helpful. And the other one, it was what? I don't remember. Ah, the powder. Yellow powder, it's too soon to use it. I think that it's more the Monokuma file.
If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to...
No, that's wrong.
Vomiting blood. It's on the file.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean... Maybe when she got hit with the bottles,
Oh,
she
Ino.
cut the inside of her mouth.
No! You're gonna be drowned. Your death, you're gonna be drowned.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God,
Yeah.
you really are into dead bodies!
No,
More than
I'm
you.
not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a
Are
cut
you
or
the
anything,
ultimate
then
detective?
what made her vomit blood?
Remember that we don't know her ultimate. Maybe she's the ultimate detective. Which would explain the fact that she saw a lot of dead bodies.
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
I said it first. Already discovering her dead body. Even before the proof of the shaker being around.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees!
Why do you want to be on your knees?
She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can... explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
You're excessive.
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It was on the wrong shelf.
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C.
We came to the same conclusions. Why are you explaining everything? It should be us.
In section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question.
Oh, I'm sorry. The bottle of poison Byakuya just showed us. I'm sure I know where I got it. It was on the shelf with all the supplements. I'm positive. Section A.
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? But you just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do is stand there and watch. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Wait, the killer interverted, you know, just the piece of paper on the bottles? But why?
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. Ah, it's yellow as well! And the one down, it was yellow also. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
The one which fell was mixed with the one right there, the protein and all. I don't understand.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
On a protein thing. The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder. So, which would mean that conversely the poison must have been in, could it be? Huh? Ah! Okay. Oh wow! Ah, protein thing. Okay, protein drink. I need an I need a T. I need a E, thank you. I need N. I need a D. I need an I. I need an N. Protein drink.
Now I understand. The poison must have been poured into the protein can.
Ina prepared it. Ina took it to her friend Sakura. When she saw that Sakura was attacked, she said, I'm gonna call for help, stay inside, lock yourself inside, and that's what she did.
If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something at the thing, a Monokuma bottle, a protein drink, a cup filled with water. Protein drink?
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
So now that shows who switched them, it has to be... Must be what we found in front of the shelf. The powder? In front of the shelf. It's the yellow powder, right? Source of the powder. Source of the powder or yellow powder? It's source of the powder. Footprints in the powder. This one, no? Ah! Try again, okay. Okay.
Shoot!
The footprints? You want me to say the footprints? The footprints.
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
Ina.
The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're saying that it's you? Oh, Nox! Maybe it's Byakuya who killed Sakura. If Ina is confessing stuff right now, maybe it's not Ina who killed her, and it's Byakuya. But same, she thinks that she did it.
If you're all gonna
No?
find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then Ogre's killer was...
Yep.
No, it's not you, it's not you, it's not you, it's not you. If you're saying it like that, it's like for Hiro and for Toko, it's not
I
you.
did it. I killed Sakura.
Really?
Just as I suspected.
You're jumping on that solution so easily.
The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Sneakers, hein? The only people who wear sneakers are Makoto and Leon, Makoto and Byakuya, Makoto and Ina. Bah, Ina, he wants to accuse Ina.
Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
You tested him. These footprints might be... Makoto, are they yours? No. Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began.
True. But maybe like Toko as well, like she thinks that she did it. But if it's not the protein drink, now I don't know what it is. She thinks that she killed Sakura with the protein drink. So maybe she truly did it. If
You were in an
not,
awful
I
rush
don't
to
know
get
how
to
you
the
did it,
vote, weren't
Byakuya.
you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
The fact that Kyoko is not approving, I trust my girl.
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction.
True.
Hina used that trust to kill her.
To try at least, or maybe to truly kill her.
She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right?
Yes. For that, everything is true, everything is
That's
what I
when you
thought.
switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
But there is something bothering me. I can't put my finger on it.
And then she downed it all at once. And then
The door. How the door was closed?
Hold it! I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you?
No, the door. Sakura, she needs to be the one to close the door. There is a door issue.
You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves, just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
Why switch the powders? She didn't see it. She could have just took the empty bottle with her. And also the powder on the floor, is it explained? It feels, like someone trapped her by putting that powder on the floor. I don't know.
You say that, but I'm still not
And
convinced.
again, the door closed. Ina is not that clever. Like, something is wrong.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are
The
you
door-
talking about the locked room problem?
Yes.
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
She's not that clever.
well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
You tried to kill her. Really, like Hiro tried to kill her, like Genocide Jill tried to kill her, you tried to kill her, but you didn't kill her. Oh, so many people tried to kill Sakura.
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
Yes.
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that?
Remember also that Ina at some point she thought about killing herself.
Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
Like it would explain the fact that right there she's not fighting that much to save her own life.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint?
Yes.
It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It
Like I
makes
said,
look like
it
you
was
wanted
during the
people to
dark that she
suspect
did
you.
it.
That was... I was just nervous. So I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
Sakura left that footprint. We saw that Sakura left that footprint because she had that powder on her shoes. She's trying to protect Sakura even if Sakura is dead. No? No? What about that? The shoes, the powder on Sakura's shoes.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please. I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit.
You are. I don't know how for now, but you are.
There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Except for you.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the
Oh, I'm
chem
so
lab.
glad that you didn't do it. I mean, you tried, maybe, but you didn't do it. Or maybe you didn't try and it's really Sakura who did things.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
No, we would see footprints during, just on it, you know, at the Section C. And we are not seeing footprints at the Section C.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them.
No, we're not seeing that movement for the footprints.
Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right?
That's not what we saw.
Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
But if that's true... The footprints, isn't that a little strange? Yes.
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long? Until we figure it out. Until I uncover the full truth of this case. Footprints. Footprints in the powder.
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to Section A.
No, that's wrong. You said you went to get the poison from Section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to
They weren't
Section A.
going directly into Section A.
That contradicts what you just said.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
And she didn't say it just right now?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Nox!
Well,
Byakuya can die, I think, soon.
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Okay, you... I think that Sakura asked you that protein drink, you went for it, but you didn't know about the switch of the poison and protein. And right there, you lied about it, but I don't know why you lied about it. Maybe because you thought that Sakura did it and tried to kill you and you wanted to cover her? I think that Byakuya did that switch and wanted to kill one of you.
well, you see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
You did it.
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
What?
Before I explain that part,
It's
I'd like to
Byakuya's
submit
death!
some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
Uh-oh, I can't remember.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
A piece of glass. Of the window... that they broke?
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then. Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Yes, totally, my dear. I'm gonna do that.
Huh? Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
Shard of light blue glass Kyoko found in the bottle of poison. I think I remember now. I broke something the same shade of blue. The rec room window. Yes, it's the rec room window.
I got it! It's
Ow!
part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
The protein shaker being on it. Byakuya left that protein shaker here, maybe, to create all of that story.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get
Because
inside
it was
this bottle
inside.
of poison?
Because it was inside, he made the exchange, but I don't understand how.
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it? The bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window. In the shelf. According to what Ina told us, it should have been in the section A of the shelf. No?
I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
No.
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
Someone made the exchange. I think that Byakuya made the exchange, but I don't understand why Ina would lie that much.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab.
Byakuya, we found Byakuya into the chem lab. I don't understand.
Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast.
To accuse you.
I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked, but how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked?
Because it was on the top of the glass.
We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
Nope.
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that?
Byakuya did it. Byakuya is gonna disappear. No more rich, arrogant guy for the next session.
How can you know what I don't know?
You know. The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened. I know! Give me the glass. Empty. Where is it? But it's gonna be empty.
When it
Protein
comes
drink,
to that
yes.
protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible! It had to have been in there the whole time! It had to be! It was in there before the rec room.
No, that's wrong.
Put on the glass!
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course! It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it?
It was put there by the killer who made an exchange, but I still don't understand how this poison sink could have been inside of the room at first.
As long as it
Inside
was
of
a
the
locked
rec room.
it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
if that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison?
Yes.
I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The
Why?
only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction as...
She killed herself? No.
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Was she threatened for that?
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing.
She closed the door herself.
We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
No.
What do you think, Makoto?
The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. It had to have been Hiro, Sakura, Hina. Oh, wait. I don't have the option Byakuya. The person who took it from the chem lab to Sakura or Hina? It's not Hiro, that for sure. Sakura or Hina? Hina herself? No, it has to be... I mean, Sakura herself, I don't think so. It has to be Hina. But I don't understand. Ah, no. That's right, I killed Sakura, me, I'm the black hand. No, that is too easy for you. This matter got and took it wherever. It's just hurry up and vote and get this over with.
Shoot!
Yes. It's Sakura herself. Sakura herself.
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
To kill someone? She took it with her to kill someone?
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section
Monokuma.
full of poisons.
That for sure, because she has the powder on her shoes. Monokuma, he wouldn't declare, you know, that a murder was committed if it was a suicide.
You're lying! Stop lying!
You lied all of that time because you tried to cover that. But I don't understand why.
Why? Why would you lie like that?
No, it's not a lie, Sakura. Definitely went to section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. Now I have to eat Ina with it. I have to make her accept it. The food, the shoes. Huh? Oh no!
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong!
Ah!
Do you have any kind of proof, Sakura?
This should prove it.
I finally understood that part of the game!
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been
I
spilled by
don't
the shelf in the
understand why
chem lab.
she lied about all of that, Tina.
That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura.
Sakura, she
And
came
when
here
Sakura
to take the
dropped the
poison.
bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing.
Maybe before the murder? I mean, before... Yes, before being attacked by Hiro and... Toko?
Which is how she was able to avoid
Maybe
getting
she
it all
wanted
over
to kill them
herself.
all.
But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
Why do you want to take that blame so much?
No, you didn't kill her.
The one that killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison, the unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. I need to choose now? But I'm gonna go for Byakuya. I hope that I'm right. You already know the answer, right, Makoto? Let's not drag this out any longer.
Shoot!
It's not Makoto! It's not Byakuya! But he just said that it's not Ina. So if it's not Ina, if it's not Byakuya, it's Toko or Hiro. Is it Toko or Hiro for you? For me, it's none of them. I don't understand. But this case, really, I don't understand it. It's not Byakuya? Little Losing Man? I just aimed for Byakuya. Can you confirm me that it's not Byakuya? That I didn't do the wrong manipulation right there. Ooh, I'm sorry. It's not him. Ah, okay, it's not him. We have two options. Toko or Hiro. Because they just said that it's not Ina. I'm gonna go for Toko, like, I really don't know. But for me, it doesn't make sense. The connection between Sakura and the poison, the unsolved mystery of the locked room. Can I aim for Sakura herself? Only one way to explain it. I can aim for herself.
Here's my answer. The
So
one
a
who killed
suicide-
Sakura was Sakura herself.
Attends un instant. A suicide is okay? Monokuma? He would ring the bell, the class trial and all of that for a suicide? How can it be possible?
What?
What?
The killer was Sakura?
I eliminated that option because for me it wouldn't be possible.
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
Blech.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it, all so she could end her own life.
Because she was a spy and she couldn't handle the fact that no one believed into her. Like, I don't understand.
And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Monokuma forced her into the locked room. Byakuya created the locked room in secret. Sakura wanted to create the locked room. Eh? I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand the thing. Monokuma forced her into the locked room. No. Byakuya created the locked room in secret. I would love that, but no. Sakura wanted to create the locked room? That?
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
That I said it since the beginning, that she locked herself inside.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did.
Me, I thought that it was because she wanted to get better. She was afraid she was attacked twice before, so maybe she wanted a little time on her own.
She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it.
But Byakuya changed it. Why?
At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina?
Ina? Ina did it? So she guessed that... She guessed it that her friend killed herself and she wanted to protect her honor? But Byakuya, why did you take that so personally, the fact that... you know, the end of the trial, he took that so personally that I thought that he was the murderer.
You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you?
But by accusing yourself, you were in fact punishing all of you and all of you would have died. Ina. That's the stupidest thing that you did.
When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead.
Ah.
And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything. And Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. And check his legs. Ina left the rec room.
You said you were
needed
going
time
to go
for
get
the
everyone else.
others.
But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room...
I got everyone.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation.
I don't understand why Monokuma rang the bell for that. For a suicide?
As long as you could
I didn't know
disguise
that
the
it was
truth,
a part
you
of the
didn't
rule.
care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
She's that's not the first time that we are surprising the fact that she wants to kill herself. She's tired of all of that, so. And without her best friend Sakura.
No! No! No, 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 no! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Ah, okay. The note. Byakuya reading the notes as well. Toko is going first. She's, for me, she's hiding herself inside of the thing. This one or the other one? But there, she's hiding herself. We have Sakura coming, we have Hiro coming, the candy, the bottles, striking her with the bottle. So we need the moment when you strike. Ah! The moment when you strike her with that bottle. Hiro then is writing Toko on the magazine. Is getting out, so then Toko can get out. She's scared. She's putting the magazine at the right shelf. She's putting the magazine at the right shelf. But she's putting it badly. She's surprised by Sakura. She's fainting into her hands. Genocide Jill is taking the thing, so she grabs the bottle. And she grabs the bottle on her face. She's taking everything back with her and she's running out. Sakura is coming back once again after 2 attacks. But Sakura, she's tired and she has the poison with her. So she drinks the poison. She drinks the poison. Everyone is surprising her dead body. Ah, there is a culprit still with Ina. Ina is surprising the bottle. So she's taking the bottle on the floor. She's taking the bottle on the floor. Yes, she's putting it with her. And she's putting back the... she's putting back that. That's it, no? What do I have left? I have the note, it was already something, and I have the candy, and the candy was already something. Yeah, the candy, it was right there, and it was already there. Okay, normally I have it.
The killer is you! This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack.
Jill!
When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab.
But why did she take that poison at first? She intended to kill herself since the beginning?
She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture.
Why did she have that deadly mixture at the beginning? Since the beginning, she wanted to kill herself.
And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide.
Did you help her?
And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off
How
the
could
ground.
you have known? How did she knew?
And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can.
Did you help her to prepare her suicide?
They did all this
don't know.
specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort
I was right about
was you, Hina.
who did all of that, but I was wrong about, in fact, the reason how it happened, the fact that it was a suicide. But again, I don't understand the suicide thing for Sakura, the fact that she prepared that, she took the bottle like that. You helped because you wanted
That's
to
the
protect
full
the honor
truth
of
the
your
case.
friend. But
Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened?
But Monokuma, I don't understand why Monokuma would go with that trial for a suicide, like...
But Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
That's why you took that so personally, like really, Byakuya, at the end I was suspecting you because you took all of that too personally.
Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, It'll always come back to bite you in the end.
So no one is gonna die? Again, I mean. Monokuma? Mais... Monokuma? I don't understand Monokuma. Ah, I did better. I did way better.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it.
I really didn't know that suicide were counting, but okay.
Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote.
I guessed natural causes last stream as a joke. I think I was pretty close.
So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
So all of that for nothing? All of that case for nothing at the end? No one is gonna die. You're not gonna kill her again?
Okay.
That's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire
Okay, we're done here.
existence!
What did you say?
So that's the world truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? To protect her friend's honor and because she's tired of all of that game and of living? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet you... Why did you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because... That's exactly what I wanted. See what I said earlier. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. Toko and Hiro, they truly tried. So that's why.
You should have been the one
I
to
couldn't
die.
let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We'll all have to pay for our crimes. For serious? That...
What is
You
this?
still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this! Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's... I found it on the ground, in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault, after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me.
I can't forgive
My closest friend got hurt. Sakura? Because of me. My friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault. Which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? Three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry, I just want to talk to them.
But...
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you.
Hina.
Please don't think of these things like that. They're not my enemy. But Byakuya didn't come and the other two, they tried to kill you, so yes, you were desperate.
They're friends.
Oh no. Oh, that's so sad.
That's why after that she wanted to kill herself. Sakura? She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood she was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Why?
And yet... You trampled all of our feelings and then you did the unthinkable.
No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive
Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you pushed her.
Huh?
Hina.
You saw her just before her doing that. You came. Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
Favor?
Some protein.
Could I ask you to... Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. And that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf, Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura?
Please!
Let me in, please, open the door!
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses just like any other person. We have a serious killer in that group! We have a freaking serial killer inside of that group! If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness, that's normal. And yet...
Why?
You all blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it, and that just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Hina. We killed her, all of us. We pushed her into a corner and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried... I don't fake your voice. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died, hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this. But she's dead, my dear. You're never gonna face her again.
Hey! Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but...
Hey!
It's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over there. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking, cause her and me.
In other words...
We know that a lot of them knew each other before all of that. We had the proof of that with the photographies. So far it was only with dead people, but maybe... Ina, we're gonna find you on a photo with Sakura. Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
Yes, indeed!
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this? Last Testament, Sakura or Gabi?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But Ina already...
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was on me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Ina and put it in her room. Huh? In her room?
Huh?
Then you lied to me.
Unbelievable.
Don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well now,
I can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. It didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. Oh boy, like it's a proof. You're fierce little. I'm not fierce. I didn't do anything.
Pum, pum.
Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? Oh, but come on, you pushed Ina to think that Sakura did it because of us, so she would accuse herself and in fact provoke all of her deaths. So yes, you did something wrong, Monokuma. The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Monokuma is considering that it was not an evidence because she never showed it, you know. Ina. But it played a lot with her own mind, so she acted like that during the class trial.
Phew.
Even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene cut!
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey, hey!
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold
And then
on.
isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know. You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Give me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on it? Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, jeez, talk about the best skill. Alright, here we go. My good friend Ina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me. Ah, during the first night, so you didn't enter as a rat. During the first night, you were turned into a rat.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300 years. We knew about it.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything...
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
It's so sad. That's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal our secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic, or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion and disharmony. The Mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else. Almost.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the Mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the Mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning.
Okay, you were a rat, Sakura, but you never did anything wrong, in fact. And in fact, she had such a conception, of honor.
Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
Who tried to kill you? I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting to protect us.
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
Into that particular context, I don't want for all of that speech, to be like, oh, it's so brave to kill yourself. No. It's still something weak to do. You're not thinking about your loved ones when you're doing that, in real life. So in that context, okay. In real life, I'm not okay. It's not to be strong to do it. Okay? Okay? I don't want that message to be spread on my stream that it's totally okay to kill yourself and that it's even brave. No. Okay? On that context. Only on that context with Sakura herself. Okay? It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can't thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen, this is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. Oh, she didn't use it because she didn't have it. You're dancing on Sakura's body, guys. You're dancing on her dead body. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words, hopefully, then Darcy. We're celebrating our life, not suicide. Nox. I'm joking. Like you're joking. We're all joking, okay?
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
But
This I didn't understand how she felt, not at all. I thought we were close and still.
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all our meddling was like totally pointless. She died so you guys would not try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. It's awful. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly beat the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. No. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Ina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight! This is all because of your misplaced hatred.
Well,
I don't blame her, I can't blame her, and nobody can blame Ina either.
Ooh.
Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered, because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else.
What? What do you want?
What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go!
How strange.
But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that.
Phew!
Ah, lovely Byakuya. You understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game.
Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Ina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear of this game.
Don't make me repeat
There's
myself.
no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What?
What's going on here? Now I have only one thing to look forward to.
It's all clear.
And
now.
that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does this mean? Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking. Wherever master goes, I go! And if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone?
Hey,
Well, now, can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning? How boring! But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
what the heck?
The fun time? Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me to punish you
It's
guys?
the moment you've all been waiting for, punishment time, but she's already dead.
What?
Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead? You're not gonna...
But
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh, Evans, no! Just because the Black Hand is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever else student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the bare times one roll.
Listen up.
But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste with her dead body.
Yoo-hoo!
So for my special punishment, I prepared a special guest. Special guest?
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
But that is a full surprise for me. You found Alter Ego? You found Alter Ego?
He knows that we lied to him during all of this time and all. He knows it. Did you turn Alter Ego into a Monokuma? You... Am I finishing here? Ah, it's midnight! It's midnight. Maybe we're gonna finish here, guys. I'm gonna try 2 or 3 more lines and I'm gonna finish things here.
Oh,
You said, man, you turned him into a mangled hunk of junk.
Phew.
That really took it out on me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grab, chickens is where it's at, and I'm all about the grilled goodness. Oh, but that's it. I'm gonna finish it right there, because no matter what, now he's gonna explain how we found Alter Ego, all of that. So we're gonna have an entire discussion about it, which can last for at least 10 minutes with this game. So we're gonna finish things here.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Crazy.